Hi, and welcome to Jewels of Judaism. Today I'll be sharing with you a brief commentary on this week's Torah portion called Re'eh, which is found in Deuteronomy 11:26 through 16:17. Recently I was talking with some friends about the subject of Zionism. What is Zionism? Well, according to one definition, Zionism was originally a movement for the reestablishment of a homeland for the Jewish people. And today it is a movement for the development and protection of a Jewish nation in what is now the nation of Israel. To call oneself a Zionist, you must agree with this statement in one way or another. There are even those today who call themselves Christian Zionists, meaning that they support the state of Israel. What does the Bible have to say about Zionism? Well, in this week's Torah portion, Moses instructs the children of Israel that when they go into the Promised Land, they are to destroy all of the foreign idols and all the places where they were worshipped. And Moses instructs them that they are to only worship the Lord their God in the place which he would choose. We read in Deuteronomy 12 verse 5, "But you shall seek the Lord at the place which the Lord your God will choose from all your tribes, to establish his name there for his dwelling, and there you shall come." The Bible tells us that God himself would choose a location in the Promised Land, and he would cause his name to dwell there. The children of Israel entered into the Promised Land. And the Bible tells us that it wasn't for another 400 to 500 years that God would reveal the location where he would place his name. It was during the reign of King David that God revealed this location, which is Mount Moriah in Jerusalem. And it was David's son Solomon who would build the first temple on Mount Moriah in Jerusalem. Two temples were built and destroyed on the same location on Mount Moriah in Jerusalem. It has been 2,000 years since the second temple was destroyed, and the Messiah, who came during that time, right before that time, who came to fulfill all righteousness with his life through his death and his resurrection. So the question must be asked today, is Mount Moriah still the location which God has chosen? Is Jerusalem still the city of God? Well, I go into more detail about this subject on my website. However, in brief, I'd like to share a few concluding thoughts from the prophet Joel. In the book of Joel, Joel talks about the day of the Lord, which is still a future event, where he describes that the Lord himself will gather all the nations of the world together in the valley of Jehoshaphat to judge them on behalf of his people Israel and the city of Jerusalem. We read in Joel chapter 3 verses 16 to 17, "The Lord roars from Zion and utters his voice from Jerusalem. And the heavens and the earth tremble, but the Lord is a refuge for his people, a stronghold to the sons of Israel. Then you will know that I am the Lord your God, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. So Jerusalem will be holy, and strangers will pass through it no more." In the Bible, Mount Moriah, Mount Zion, and Jerusalem are often referring to the same location as it is here. And we read here how God has chosen Mount Zion, and that he will confirm this in the latter days as he comes to dwell in Mount Zion in Jerusalem. God is a Zionist. To read my full commentary on this week's Torah portion, please go to www.jewelsofjudaism.com under the title, "Is Jerusalem Still the City of God?" Shabbat Shalom.